I want to go off topic just a little bit here, because I know that you're educated in this field as well. NFTs. What are NFTs? Because it's kind of crazy, the whole concept of it to me, to what I've seen online. But what are NFTs for the listeners that don't know?
So NFTs are non-fungible tokens. So firstly, a fungible token basically would be a Bitcoin, that any Bitcoin is interchangeable for another Bitcoin in the same way that any pound coin is interchangeable for another pound coin. That is something that is fungible, that has fungibility. A non-fungible token is completely the opposite. It's a unique item. It has a unique identifier, and you can offer that as a one of a series. So it means that you can assign a logbook to any item, physical or non-physical. So if I had two Rolex watches, both of them are authentic, and one of them had box and papers, the other one had box, no papers, and I try to sell them both to you at the same price, do you think that's fair? Right? And the reason why it's not fair is because history and proof of ownership influences value. And that's what makes NFTs interesting. It's because you can create digital art. You can say this is a genuine one of one. You put your digital signature assigned to it, and people know that that is the genuine piece. So if there is a copy of that piece, even if it looks identical, that's irrelevant because the proof and ownership influences value. So NFTs on the right technology, right foundation, where it doesn't cost you $500 to mint an NFT, or $100 to mint an NFT, then $500 to move it because of crazy Ethereum gas fees. With our technology, you can mint an NFT for less than $1, and to transfer the NFT, it costs you a fraction of a penny in order to do so. So our technology, which will be coming out soon, is the best technology in the world when it comes to NFTs, and it's going to really help bring NFTs mainstream because I didn't catch that. Could you try again? You're limited. See Siri, Apple's listening to me. Tim Cook's listening to me. What's my NFT plans? Yeah, it's going to be a game changer. It's going to be a real game changer when people really understand how powerful NFTs can be when you reduce the barrier to entry being the pricing side of it. Also, our solution isn't going to require you to have a Trezor and all of this other malarkey, buy Ethereum, have a MetaMask wallet, all the nerdy stuff that creatives just shouldn't have to fixate themselves with, will be taken away by our implementation. So yeah, definitely watch this space with all things NFT and Gravity. To be honest, people are going to have to rush to the gates to get an account with us on it. But yeah, we're gonna be dropping some real interesting stuff with NFTs. But in a nutshell, non-fungible tokens, and it allows you to assign a logbook to any item, physical or non-physical. So the world is now our oyster. Your creation can now be manifest, and it can be sold directly on a peer-to-peer basis.
It's kind of crazy. It's crazy how everything is going. Like, technology is just increasing. Like, no one would have thought that would be a thing, right? An NFT. Like, no one would have thought something like, for example, Michael Jordan, dunking would sell for like millions. Anyone can just go on YouTube and just find that, right? And that's what a lot of people I spoke to, they say, oh, but you can just screen record it. But like you mentioned, it's different, right? It's different to actually having it.
Right. And someone wanted to use it in a Super Bowl ad, they need to pay you.
Wow.
Right? So if you own the rights to all of these moments, there's all these like things, even like Charlie bit my finger, right? That famous YouTube video. How many people have used that in their advertisement? There's an incredible amount of revenue associated to that. So value is a very arbitrary thing, and I think it's arrogance to the greatest extent of any one human being to assign or determine what value other human beings can assign and determine, which is why our business model is to be a bank, because it's not my job to think about the dexterity of creation of human beings on earth. What my job is to do is that whatever it is that we create, I will allow us to house it. And that's what we're here. We're here to allow the world to house their creation and be able to trade their creation, because value now has become very arbitrary with things like NFTs as a technology. We need a bank that speaks that language. Imagine going into Barclays saying, yo, I just bought this Beeple for 70 million, can you store it for me? But you should be able to have that conversation. A lot of money is being transacted. We should be able to have these types of conversations, but the world is not ready. They're sleeping, and it's great because they're the rhino and the elephants in the jungle, and right now we're just a little fruit fly zipping around. But very soon they're going to realize just how powerful what is being built in their otherwise status quo slumber.